Tania, looking back, what does it all mean to you? 25 years, Carol.
You know what, Doe? 25 years of pride. There's an element of pride in what's been accomplished in the 25 years. I think that you and I were a force to be reckoned with, and that the hospital at the time didn't know, and I don't think we knew what was in our future. What about you?
So, looking back 25 years, and it's stuck in my head that we created a story about the true heroes. The first time we sat down, you and I together, and I mean this with my heart and soul, we said the committee was made in heaven. We started this tribute for the real heroes of T2B, were the people that have lost their lives, including our good friend Lisa. The 25 years made us see how vulnerable life was, and to see what we created for the family. Let's face it, we were saying you guys are so event driven and these galas. I mean, that was run by hundreds of volunteers and amazing donors. But what you and I did was we just went with it. We were young, we were fierce. And now looking back, we look at life. It wasn't always that easy. But back then, nothing could stop us.
It seemed easy.
Yeah, and the momentum of the people that came behind us and rallied, oh my God, we changed this community.
Because we were so young and so green and so naive with the realities of what the future held for T2B, our energy was second to none. And it gave us purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
Along with our families.
And gave a lot of people purpose. It wasn't just ours, right? We didn't know it was contagious.
No.
That's what we did.
No.
I think we didn't know when we would go to these action committee meetings. What did that mean? We didn't know, but like we said, it was really about the families. And when they gathered, that's what we realized. Like, we all share the same purpose.
We literally sat at that table with a mission, with a goal that we were going to make a difference. We were going to make change happen. That Windsor and Essex County deserved more than what they had at the time. And we were very driven.
I know.
And that action that was being taken, not just by you and I, by our amazing volunteers,
for sure,
our donors that took action when they could support us in our thoughts and in our programs and all of the things that were created under the T2B umbrella, that action also was coupled with the healing process for most people, because like you mentioned, most people that were involved at whatever level were affected and touched by cancer. How could they not be?
Right.
It's taken over our community at an extent that is unreal.
It's so true.
You know?
And I think looking back at that, how many times were we sick to our stomach? I mean, I think about those stories, right? And the conflict, and sometimes through conflict or through tragedy came this thing where people came together and we supported one another.
You and I, especially at the beginning, were frontline workers in the sense of we were in the hospital. We were volunteers for our own programs. And with T2B growing at the rate that it did, and us being so young and working on our own families and working on our own professional careers, got to be heavy. And we had to go home to our own families and realize that.
So what was your lesson
blessed.
in that?
My lesson, our blessings.
Yeah.
The lesson is that each and every day, we have a duty to give back to our community.
Amen.
I really hope that our story, as young as we were in our early 20s, I hope it inspires the youth of today.
I agree.
To get out there and get involved and make a difference, because it's only in the doing that you can make a difference. And you and I were doers.
I know.
We weren't just talkers. We were frontline. We did it.
I know.
And so if we can do it, anyone can. So I really hope that kids are empowered.
But did you actually think, this is a crazy part for me, I didn't know I was doing it, so I always encourage people, if you have an idea, especially if it's to help others or to better your community, just do it. I think we built the best business. We've inspired so many volunteers. I can walk out as a CEO and you as my fellow CEO to say,
Chin up.
25
That's
years
right.
we made it sustainable, and I mean sustainable. We've got these fabulous programs. Who would have thought the refurbishing rooms meant so many other programs?
Exactly.
And that's the part. We allowed it to grow. Our minds allowed it to grow, and here we are today. So I don't know about you, but I'm ready to toast and eat my olives after that.
Cheers to another
Cheers.
25 years.
Yes, another 25 years.
Cheers.
Cheers to T2B.